Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before we start our today's subject maths, please subscribe this page and click on bell icon. In our today's subject, we are going to discuss decimals. Dear students, this is 7th week and the topics that we will discuss in this week are multiplying decimals by tens, hundred and thousand, dividing decimals by tens, hundred and thousand. So the learning objectives are to multiply decimals up to 3 decimal places by tens, hundred and thousand, to multiply decimals up to 3 decimal places by multiple of tens, hundred and thousand, to divide decimals up to 3 decimal places by tens, hundred and thousand, to divide decimals up to 3 decimal places by multiple of tens, hundred and thousand. Dear students, before proceeding to the next slide, please find out the answer of these questions to check your previous knowledge. Before going to our topic multiplication and division of decimals by tens, hundreds and thousands, let me give a brief introduction on decimal numbers with the help of an example. So let us consider a decimal number 319.478. Here in this decimal number, if you observe, it consists of two parts. Left to the point is whole number part and its place values are ones, tens, hundreds, thousands and so on. And right to the point is fraction part, that is 4 tenths, 7 hundredths and 8 thousandths. So the place values of the fractions are tenth, hundredth, thousandth and so on. These two parts are separated by a point. That point is called decimal point. So a number with decimal point is called decimal numbers. And moving towards left, the values get 10 times larger. While moving towards right, the values get 10 times smaller. So a decimal is a special type of fraction. For example, 1/10 can be written as 1 by 10 and 1 by 10 we can write it as 0.1. 8 hundredth. 8 hundredth can be written 8 by 100 and 8 by 100 is equal to 0.08 in decimal form. 71 thousandth is 71 by 1000 and it is equal to 0.071. Again, look at this example. Here the place values of the digits to the left of decimal point are ones, tens, hundred, thousands and so on. And the place values of the digits to the right of decimal point are tenth, hundredth, thousandth and so on. So the place value of 2 is ones and 1 is tens. And the place value of 3 is tenth. That is 3 by 10 is 0.3. 1 is 100th, so 1 by 100th is 0.01 and 8 is thousandth. So 8 by 1000 is 0.008. That is, after decimal point, the first digit represents to tenth, second digit represents to hundredth and the third digit represents to thousandth. Now, dear students, we will learn how to multiply a decimal by tenth. When a decimal is multiplied by 10, the decimal point moves one place to the right. For example, 0.1 multiplied by 10. Move decimal point one place to the right. Now the decimal point is after 1, so answer is 1. And 0.01 multiplied by 10. After moving decimal point one place to the right, the answer is 0.1. And 0.001 multiplied by 10 is 0.01. Dear students, If you observe, you can see that when we move decimal point one place to the right, the digits are moving one place to the left. Moving on to the next concept, when a decimal is multiplied by 100, move decimal point two places to the right. That is, 0.1 multiplied by 100 is 10. Look at this example. Here we have only one digit after decimal point and we have to move two places to the right. So we add a 0 at the end to move two places to the right. And next example, 0.01 multiplied by 100. After moving decimal point two places to the right, the answer is 1. Here the decimal point is after 1. As there is no digit after decimal point, so we can remove decimal point from here. And 0.001 multiplied by 100, by moving decimal point two places to the right, the answer is 0.1. And when a decimal is multiplied by 1000, we move decimal point three places to the right. For example, 0.1 multiplied by 1000, here only one digit is after decimal point, so we need to add zeros at the end to show the movement of decimal point. So we add two zeros and move the decimal point three places to the right. The result is 100. Dear students, keep in your mind, in multiplication, we move the decimal point to the right. That is, number of zeros is equal to number of places you move. If there is 1 0, move decimal point one place to the right. For 2 zeros, move decimal point two places to the right. And for 3 zeros, move decimal point three places to the right. For example, 87.6 multiplied by 100. Here we have one digit after decimal point, so we add the second digit 0 for movement of decimal point. Now the decimal point is after two digit, that is 8760.0. You can write this number as 8760. Second example, 0.005 multiplied by 1000. Here after decimal point we have three digits, so move decimal point three places to the right. The answer is 5.0 or 5. And when a decimal is multiplied by a multiple of 10, 100 and 1000, do multiplication in two steps. Step 1, multiply by multiple. Step 2, multiply the result by 10, 100 or 1000. For example, 6.1 multiplied by 70. We can write it as 6.1 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 10. In first step, we will multiply 6.1 with 7. In rough work, you can see the multiplication. 6.1 multiplied by 7. 7 1 is 7, and down the decimal point we will put decimal point, and 7 6 is 42. So now the answer 42.7 is multiplied by 10. Here we move decimal point one place to the right and decimal point is after 7. Now the answer is 427. Now let us discuss example 2 and 3. In example 2, 32.7 multiplied by 200. First, we will multiply the decimal by 2 in rough work and then multiply the result by 100. That is 65.4 multiplied by 100. Move decimal point two places to the right. So the answer is 6540. In example 3, 2.32 multiplied by 6000. 2.32 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 1000. In step 1, we will multiply the decimal by 6. Result 13.92 is then multiplied by 1000. We will move decimal point three places to the right. Dear students, when there are 3 or less than 3 digits after the decimal point, we add zeros at the end to show the movement of the decimal point. Now we will learn how to divide decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. Number 1, 5.26 divided by 10 is equal to 0.526. Number 2, 5.26 divided by 100 is equal to 0.0526. Number 3. 5.26 divided by 1000 is equal to 0.00526. Dear students, what have you observed in these three examples? Think about it. So we have observed from the last three examples that when a decimal is divided by 10, move decimal point one place to the left, and when a decimal is divided by 100, move decimal point two places to the left. For 1000, move decimal point three places to the left. So in multiplication, decimal point is moving to the right, and in division, decimal point is moving to the left for each zero. In example 1, 261.3 divided by 10. After moving decimal point one place to the left, the answer is 26.13. In example 2, 8.0 divided by 100. We can add zeros at the beginning of the number before decimal point. So by moving decimal point two places to the left, the answer is 0.08. In example 3, 5 divided by 100, 5 divided by 1000. Dear students, where is the decimal point here in the number 5? Here the decimal point is at the end of the number, that is 5 point. And add zeros at the beginning of 5 to show the movement of decimal point. Now move decimal point three places to the left. The answer is 0.005. Also do division with multiple of 10, 100 and 1000 in two steps, like multiplication with multiple of 10, 100 and 1000. In first step, divide the decimal by the multiple, and in second step, divide the answer by 10, 100 and 1000. Example 1, 0.8 divided by 20. First divide 0.8 by 2 and then divide the result 0.4 by 10 by moving decimal point one place to the left. Example 2 is 33.6 divided by 800. Divide 33.6 by 8. Answer is 4.2. Now divide 4.2 by 100. First add zeros at the beginning of the number and then move decimal point two places to the left. So answer is 0.042. In example 3, 15 divided by 3000. First divide 15 by 3. The answer is 5. Now, if there is no decimal point, first put decimal point at the end of the number and then move decimal point three places to the left. Here the answer is 0.005. Now, dear students, before doing your assignment of 7th week, you must remember when multiplying by 10, move the decimal point one place to the right. When multiplying by 100, move the decimal point two places to the right. And for multiplying by 1000, move decimal point three places to the right. And for division, move decimal point to the left for each zeros. And do multiplication and division in two steps when decimal is multiplying or dividing by multiple of 10, 100 or 1000. Dear students, do this assignment on squared loose sheet, neat and visible, and submit it on AIS. Now 8th week is started, and the topic which we will discuss in this week is converting measurements. The learning objective of this topic is convert measurements involving decimals. Before going into detail of conversion of units, let us discuss the units of daily use. Many times you have measured your weight or height and you say that my height is 4 feet or 3 feet 8 inches or my weight is 30 kg. So these are the units. And some other units as centimeter, meter, kilometers are used to measure the length. For example, when you draw a line or measure the length of your book or pencil, you will measure it in centimeter. Meter and kilometers are used to measure the long distances. For measuring mass, we will use gram and kilogram. For measuring length, we will use centimeter, meter and kilometer. And liquid is measured in milliliter and liter. For example, water, juice, milk, oil, etc. Now for converting one unit to another unit, we must know which unit is smaller and which is larger and the connection between them. That is, 100 centimeters make 1 meter and 1000 meters make 1 kilometer. It means centimeter is smaller than meter and meter is smaller than kilometer. And 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. Grams are smaller than kilogram. And 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. Here milliliter is smaller than liter. Here we have mentioned two rules to convert the units. First rule is to change larger unit to smaller unit, we multiply. And the second rule is to change smaller unit to larger unit, we will divide. Here we have done some examples to convert the length. In first example, we will convert 1.42 meter into centimeter. So we have to convert meter to centimeter. Meter is large and centimeter is small. It is large to small. And 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So we will multiply 1.42 by 100. Just move decimal point 2 places to the right. So 1.42 meter is equal to 142 centimeter. In second example, we have to convert 1 kilometer and 250 meters in kilometers. Don't change kilometer. We need to change meter into kilometer. Meter is small and kilometer is large. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So from small to large, we will divide 250 by 1000. Here, first put decimal point at the end of 250 and move it 3 places to the left. So it is 0.250 kilometer. Now 1 kilometer plus 0.250 kilometer is equal to 1.250 kilometer. Add whole part in whole part. Same rule we will follow for converting mass, that is to convert large unit to small unit we will multiply, and to convert small unit to a large unit we will divide. Here 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram, so we will multiply or divide by 1000. Example 1 is convert 5001 gram in kilogram. Here we have to convert gram into kilogram, that is small to large. So we will divide 5001 by 1000. In 5001, the decimal point is at the end of the number. So first put decimal point and then move it 3 places to the left. The answer is 5.001 kilogram. And in example 2, we have to convert 10.04 kilogram into kilogram and gram. We can write 10.04 kilogram as 10 kilogram plus 0.04 kilogram. That is, first separate whole part and decimal part with addition sign. Now don't change the whole part, it remains as it is. Change 0.04 kilogram into gram by multiplying by 1000, because kilogram to gram is large to small, so it is 40. After moving decimal point 3 places to the right, answer is 10 kilogram and 40 gram. And to convert liter to milliliter, our milliliter to liter, we will multiply or divide by 1000 because 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. In first example, we have to convert 0.143 liter to milliliter. So we will multiply 0.143 by 1000 because we have to convert large unit to small unit. And in second example, we have to convert milliliter to liter, that is small unit to large unit. So we will divide the number by 1000 to get the answer. Success criteria for doing the assignment of week 8 is multiply by 10, 100 or 1000 to convert large unit to small unit, and divide by 10, 100 or 1000 to convert small unit to large unit. An assignment of this week is textbook page 183 practice question 1 and question 2, page 184 practice A to H, page 186 practice A to H, and workbook worksheet 3A, 3B, 3C, pages 13 to 18. Do your assignment on square loose sheet and submit it on AIS. Thank you.